Field and the Dreamfinders Homes Practice Complex Training Camp 2018 rolls along. Welcome in JP Shadrick, Jeff Lageman. We have a special presentation today. Defensive backs and wide receivers one-on-one in the red zone. And Jeff, this red zone offense last year was pretty good. Blake Bortles didn't throw any interceptions in the red zone. The red zone defense, not bad. This is a good matchup. Wide receivers, DBs, a premier matchup today.
Great matchup. I don't know if we're going to be, as far as the offense, full strength. Moncrief may not be going.
That's
but
right.
I think we're going to see, Marquise Lee. We're going to see Keelan Cole. We're going to see a lot of other wide receivers. We're going to see Jalen Ramsey.
Yes, we are.
A.J. Boye. So I'm looking forward to watching it. And I want to say this, much like I said this about one-on-one pass rush a couple days ago. This drill is advantage offense. Okay, there's no pass rush to affect the quarterback. The quarterback has a clean pocket. So offensively speaking, they should have more success than the defense.
Very good stuff today. Coming up in just a couple of minutes on the practice fields. We'll give it to you live right here. Defensive backs and wide receivers in the red zone. And they'll rotate through as usual. It'll be a matchup, and then they'll roll the next guys in. You might see different matchups as you go along in this drill. About 12 minutes long in this drill today.
Yeah, and it's a good drill. It's a highly competitive drill. The Jaguars practice routine typically works to where they do a walkthrough, and these guys, when they hit practice, they're pretty much already ready to go for the whole practice stretched and ready to go. And this is an early period in a training camp practice, but the guys are ready to rock and roll. They're loose. It's not like they're, okay, we've got to work our way into this drill. They're ready to go.
Jalen Ramsey was back in the building yesterday. You might have heard through social media and everything that he made his first appearance at training camp, and he made an impact right away on the practice field yesterday, too, with a couple of balls swatted away and teamwork. You expect that from Ramsey. He's ready to roll, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the one thing that I definitely noticed the first couple practices that this team really didn't have a little bit of that swagger. And I think that's because it comes from 20. Jalen Ramsey is that kind of galvanizing figure, and it's fun to watch.
Let's go to the Dreamfinders Homes Practice Complex. This is Coach's camera, defensive backs, wide receivers, one-on-one, and they're making their way to that drill right now on field number 2. Also at the same time, 9-on-7 work a little further down the field. We will not be showing that today. We'll show the defensive backs and wide receivers one-on-one, and we'll get to that just momentarily. They always stay on schedule. This camp, they move through the periods, and they really don't waver too much from their schedule here.
No, they actually in the NFL with collective bargaining, everything is set as far as the amount of time that you can spend on the practice field, the amount of time that you can have for walkthroughs and everything else. So everything is timed accordingly to make sure that they stay within the bounds that they need to. Now, for the people that are watching this, there's Jalen Ramsey, 20. He's walking at about the 10-yard line right there. Okay, defense is in teal. Offense is in white. This is the north end zone side of the Dreamfinder practice fields, okay, and that's the media up there. Okay, that's usually where me and JP are up there at the top.
That's right.
Okay, with a front row seat. There's Blake Bortles. He will take the first rep, and it looks like it's going to be Keelan Cole versus A.J. Boye.
Good matchup here. Boye, second-team All-Pro a year ago.
And you can see right there that there's no quarterback on that one. This is just releases, quick little, movements. The ball will come, I think, eventually in this drill. Otherwise, the quarterbacks would not be standing there. Okay, they're in red. Okay, the quarterbacks are always in red in training camp to signify to those defensive linemen that sometimes aren't the smartest, and sharpest tools in the shed. Don't hit those guys.
So Blake Bortles here right now. The other quarterback's down at 9-on-7, the running drill on the other end. And you would guess as this period goes along, they'll rotate through. So Blake Bortles has actually gone away, and here comes Tanner Lee in. As you said, Jeff, they're working on releases right now, and we would expect, hopefully at some point, for some balls to be flying through the air here on the red zone.
Yeah, that release that we just saw, that was Jadon Mickens, who I think is having a very good camp. He's getting plenty of opportunities with some of the injuries that they have at wide receiver. There's a couple big wide receivers too on this roster that are young. Alan Lazar, the rookie free agent from Iowa State. Also, DeAndre Smelter, the first-year man out of Georgia Tech. Both of these wide receivers are in that 6'2", 6'3" range and about 227, 228 pounds. Big wide receivers. And so for the Jaguars defensive backs, this is a big physical challenge to face a couple of these guys.
That's something that this Jaguars offense hasn't really had, a big body wide receiver to really out-muscle somebody in this kind of a situation.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who we have here at the bottom. That might be Rashad Green.
Big camp for him, obviously, coming off the last couple of seasons. He's been on the shelf a good bit with some injuries.
There
now
we go.
the back corner of the end zone.
Here comes the ball, and that's an excellent throw by the quarterback. And I think that was the rookie, Tanner Lee, wasn't it? Yes, it was.
And it was Jalen Ramsey in coverage, too, by the way.
Excellent throw, right on the money. And we got Keelan Cole and A.J. Boye now.
Good matchup here.
Slant route, great read by A.J. Boye. That's what makes him the player that he is. He's got great anticipation. He reads the body language and footwork of wide receivers maybe better than any corner in the league.
Now to the bottom right of the screen. Cut inside again.
That's Dede Westbrook against Tyler Patman, and a quick little slant there. Nice work by Dede. He's quick. He comes out of his breaks quick, and that quickness out of the break created the separation. Here's the big guy right here we were talking about, JP.
One-handed try. Did he come down with it?
I believe that is Lazard. Alan Lazard, the rookie free agent from Iowa State. I don't know if he came down in bounds, but a nice one-handed grab.
Now to the right corner of the end zone. Nowhere to go here. Had to just kind of make something up at the end of that route.
Yeah, that's Jadon Mickens on offense, and on defense, that's Quentin Meeks. He is a rookie free agent from Stanford who, by the way, his dad, I believe, has some Jacksonville ties, worked with the Colts for a while. Ron Meeks, who is a coach in the National Football League, or was a coach in the National Football League.
Along the back line of the end zone in front of the goalpost, that's a touchdown.
Well, and that's a really nice throw by the rookie once again, and that's Monte Crockett, first-year wide receiver out of Georgia Southern. Great job of working the back end line and getting separation.
That's knocked away at the very end.
Yeah, that's a nice job by Seamster. He's a young, talented corner, Sammy Seamster, second-year player out of Tennessee. He's got a chance, JP. Keep your eyes on 29.
Toward the sideline off the target there for Blake Bortles at around the 5-yard line out of bounds.
That's Dexter McDougal in coverage there. He's a veteran. He's been around the block a little bit. He fifth-year player or sixth-year player from Maryland. And by the way, he's got some hair that's about a foot high, kind of like the old Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
That corner turning toward the sideline. That's caught for a touchdown. He spins it in his face.
Oh, I might not want to do that on game day now. That would draw a penalty right there. Here we go. Here's a great matchup once again. Blake Bortles at quarterback, Keelan Cole at wide receiver, A.J. Boye at corner.
Keelan Cole, 6'1", 194 pounds. Back corner of the end zone, incomplete.
Yeah, and not very good there by Keelan Cole. He didn't high point the ball. When you're talking about the alley-oop, which is what that was, you got to play big, and he didn't play big there.
That's caught. Nice play there.
A perfect example, okay, that's Shane Wynn. When I say about playing big, okay, he's not a big guy. Shane Wynn is about 5'8", but he goes up and high points the ball. That's a nice job by Shane Wynn, the smallest stature wide receiver.
Bottom of the screen, cuts back in for a touchdown.
I couldn't see who that was.
I believe it was Dede Westbrook.
That was Dede Westbrook. That's against Jalen Ramsey. That's good work. I mean, if you can win in practice as a wide receiver for the Jaguars, you've got a great chance of consistently winning on game day. That's Rashad Green right there, another quick slant. Nice job by him.
Back of the corner here.
Money. Nice throw by Blake. Excellent catch there by Dede Westbrook. I mean, Blake Bortles, the one thing I think that I've noticed with him so far in training camp and also in the OTAs, his accuracy has much improved from last year, and I think you're seeing it right here in this drill.
Right in front of the defensive back at the goal line, in for a touchdown. Got to note the NFL officiating crew is here today through Friday. John Perry, the referee in the league, is here with a few of his crew members, and they're officiating even this drill today.
And we'll have a chance to talk with them later in the week. Right there, that's a win by the defense. When the offensive wide receiver stutters, the timing is off. Jadon Mickens doesn't have a chance. That's a win by the defense right there, and that's the end of the drill.
There you have it. They're done. Wide receivers and defensive backs. Thanks for your analysis, Lars.
Hey, enjoyed it. Going back out to practice now. Let's go.
Let's go sweat. We'll look for the coverage a little later on Jaguars.com. We'll catch you next time.